And welcome back to the 2024 Centennial Bank State Finals on the NFHS Network with another game between Episcopal and CAC. You know these teams better than I do, Chase. What can we expect?
Really good game.
Well, looking at these two teams for CAC, first things first, for the Mustangs' sake, you hope that this is a victory because it's been a tough day for their squad. They have, at least for their school, this squad still got a chance to prove itself. They've had 2 state championships games today. Both of them have ended up resulting in losses. But hopefully they can turn around here for Episcopal, looking to win back-to-back state championships after claiming their first last year. It's been a competitive year in 3A. Both of these teams have proven themselves to be among the best, and now they fight for the right to be the very best that their classification has to offer. So Carlos, are you ready for some starting lineups?
Yep.
Here we go. So we have Kate Tuxhorn. This is for CAC. Center back, number 6. Also at center back, number 7, Izzy Havater. Looks like Emily Adams, number 8 also. Jordan Dodd will be starting on the wing. At outside back, it'll be Blakely Aldridge. A couple of forwards here, Piper Clements and Macy Wall. Piper Clements, one of your team captains. Abby Twitty on the wing, followed by Addison Barham in the midfield. At outside back, it will be Abby Cheeseman. Addison Mosley wears number 20 and plays midfield. And then your final starter today for the Mustangs, it is going to be Carly Roster. She will be the goalkeeper for her squad.
And for Episcopal, the starting lineup, Lina Hansen, number 3, Maggie Ransdell, number 4, Caroline Bradley, number 5, Lauren Humiston, number 6, Lainey Marsh, number 10, Haiti Sanders, number 11, Caroline Davis, number 13, Estela Cochran, number 20, Elizabeth Gromeyer, number 22, and Madeline Shorley on goal. And as this young generation say, they're very hype.
They are.
Big roster for
Episcopal over there. Episcopal will be in the green kits today, and in white it will be the Mustangs. Episcopal really has risen to prominence in the last few years. This is a team that battled with Harding Academy for state titles before Harding Academy made the move up to 4A. Episcopal has been right there, finally got their state championship last year in 2023. They got a chance to claim back-to-back championships, as I mentioned earlier. We've seen quite a few repeat champions, Carlos, already here today. If I'm not mistaken, in all of our matches, it's been a repeat champion, and all of them have resulted in successful title defenses. In our last match, it was Green Forest successfully defending their 3A boys state championship. Before that, to kick off our day, it was a victory for Conway over Catholic, and then Harding Academy was able to pick up a win, their 4th consecutive state championship. They took the victory over Shiloh Christian, though not before a good fight from the Saints.
80 more minutes of high school soccer.
Until 2025, that is.
To every senior that have played here in the Weekend of Champions, we wish you the best on your next step. Wherever this journey is going to take you. For the rising seniors that are coming up, in this case playing soccer, preparation starts tomorrow. Great weekend of soccer. 8 great games. I don't know if it's fair to say, I think the game that got out of hand out of all these games that happened this weekend was against Van Buren. And every game, I think it was very competitive.
It was. There was a lot of talent on display this weekend, and even Van Buren. Give credit to the Pointers. They were down by a lot when they scored that PK. They didn't give up, though. Fought their hardest to the very end, but just ran into the machine that is the Russellville Cyclone soccer team. We have yet to see one to match yesterday's closer that went to 11 PKs after 2 overtime periods between Clarksville and Dardanelle. We will see if Episcopal and CAC can live up to that level here.
And just so it was 11 PKs total or 11 each team?
11 each team.
That was a lot of PKs.
It was a lot of PKs.
And her goalies did a great job.
They did. Ambrosio and De La Rosa did a fantastic job. Juan De La Rosa setting up for Israel De La Rosa to make the winning PK for Clarksville to help the Panthers claim their first ever state championship. For these teams, though, it won't be a first championship. For Episcopal, it would be their second in program history. If CAC can claim the win today, Carlos, it would be their 9th in program history. Truly one of the most decorated programs in the history of women's soccer here in Arkansas. We'll see if the Mustangs have another championship up their sleeve here in 2024. Embracing at midfield prior to the opening kick. Episcopal going to huddle up. Get one last round of applause from the home crowd. They're trying to get them fired up. And I see already a student section moving towards the front.
It's the 2024 Centennial Bank State Finals on the NFHS network. If you just turn in, it's Episcopal versus CSC. Episcopal wearing green and CSC white and black. You can see the marks on the field too. Looks like 2 wheels there, or 4 wheels. Whatever that happened. The good thing is turf.
It is. So a little bit of rain. I think you could probably touch that up too before the.
It will go away.
It'll go away soon enough.
Yeah, with the rain.
Well, by the time that these players have been running up and down the field, that might help the grounds crew here at Estes Stadium before we're all said and done. But Carlos, it has been great weather here at the Weekend of Champions in Conway, and we have got a picture-perfect forecast for the 2024 final Centennial Bank State Soccer Final here on the FHS Network.
Center referee has blown the whistle, and this is the last one, Chase. 80 minutes of 3A Girls Championship match between Episcopal and CSC. We have seen some great athletes in the last 48 hours, with some of them already making commitments to local universities, with some of them looking opportunities outside the state. We've seen a lot of great fan base, to the parents, to the friends of the players. They came this weekend in support. We really appreciate that you coming in and supporting the student athletes, because as a player, I always enjoy, Chase, to have a crowd, whether it was in for me or against, because there is nothing like playing with some presence and hitting some cheating rather than on an empty stadium.
Well, and in the last few years, we've experienced empty stadium in a whole new way. It's been very nice to see things return to normal, getting to have full crowds out here without those same concerns that we had just a few years ago. The beautiful game just wasn't meant to be experienced alone. You've got to be together to get the best experience, and that's what we've gotten this weekend with great fan bases, great teams.
Free kick to the hands of the goalkeeper for CSC. Goalkeeper Carly Roster, number 24 on the jersey, if I'm not mistaken, Chase.
Looks like it to me.
It's going to be another free kick. I'm not a fan of small numbers. Shot on goal right away. I don't think the players were ready for that shot.
Fortunately, the goalkeeper was. Great job there, jumping up and making the play. Again, that's Carly Roster stepping up for the Mustangs, but it is a corner kick now for the Wildcats. We'll see if they can capitalize on the opportunity.
Corner kick, 3 minutes play in the first half, 0-0. Ball in the air, inside the box. Episcopal trying to maintain possession of the ball. CSC clears it. Turning with the ball. Episcopal wins it. Top of the box. Open the field. No offside position. Cuts inside. Shot on goal. Blocked by the defense. Keeping it alive. Like what I see from Episcopal so far. Too early, but I like it.
Not afraid to go right at the defense of CAC. They've had it inside the box a couple of times already, just looking for that opportune moment to try and strike for our first goal of this match. Carlos, at least one goal has been scored in every first half that we've had here in the 2024 Centennial Bank Soccer State Finals. We'll see if these young ladies can keep that streak going here in our 8th and final match of the year.
Long ball. CSC yet to see the speed of number 16 and 15 on top for CSC. I think you know this, but I'm a high school counselor for Fayetteville High School. So kids are excited that they're getting out of a school. And I know that, you know, our staff in our district got excited too about, you know, going into the summer break to take care of ourselves and be ready for the next school year, that it goes so fast. You know, sometimes when you get that break, you know, you want to recharge and be ready to the next one. So for us, might not be training on the field, but just taking care of ourselves outside the classroom.
And a lot of these student athletes, if they don't know it already, they're learning that lesson through their own experiences. That's the thing about it. As in life, the key to sports is finding that balance to everything. And some of these athletes, they've already found that and have already experienced great success. Others still finding their way, and that's okay too. They'll find their way soon enough. But
self-care is big as the ball goes away. You know, I always suggest that, you know, give yourself at least 45 to an hour minutes for yourself, for whatever you want to do, whether it's going for a walk, whether it's reading a book, whether it's taking a nap. Get out if you can, and just take care of yourself, because it's amazing, you know, the things that you can accomplish by just taking care of yourself. You know, and if you're a husband and, you know, you have kids and and the wife is coming from work, we as males, let's find a way to do the dishes, and making sure the mom knows that they are or number one priority, and to all the wives out there, same stuff. It's reciprocal. If with my wife at home, sometimes it's the rule at home is like, if she cooks, I do the dishes, and if for some reason we're both tired, we do the dishes the next year. Not the next year, but the next day, right? And sometimes the small things matter, because if for some reason I don't feel like doing the dishes, then I ain't gonna do the dishes, right? But because sometimes we get to do things to please somebody else, and do it because it's good for you, and gotta be that respect, and that be that also that love, and it keeps bonding together. Same stuff for work, building the relationships, and be happy, the most important thing. 8 minutes in the half, 0-0. Caroline with the throwing. Goalkeeper is going to come up, control the ball. Carly. That was the little vehicle that you were asking if throw on the field.
There it is, our prime suspect, if you will. Left some evidence there in between the 30 and 40-yard line, but
Flassie was caught on video too. Is that allowed? Will that damage the field? I don't know. It probably doesn't. We don't have to worry about that, do we?
I can guarantee you that this is a hard-working crew here this week, whether it's been on the grounds crew, whether it's been the ball boys. I mentioned our side judges. I feel like they've gotten just as much conditioning in as the players this weekend. We've had a few that were keeping step for step with the players on the pitch. It's always good to stay involved in the game any way that you can, especially in a place like this that has so many different ways to get involved.
Episcopal, the last touch, look, there is a foul call on number 16, Macy Wall. So it's going to be Episcopal ball. When I used to ref, I used to do it to maintain, to stay in shape. I love doing centers. And I'm like, I'm gonna try to run, at least, 70 to 75 minutes on the game. Trying to be as close as I could to the play. Now it's just like, been thinking about going back and help refereeing, because we don't have that many referees, whether it is at the recreational level or at the high school level. But I'm just like, just sometimes the referees have to do 4 games, and there is no way, I remember one time, I think I did 4 games in Silent Springs. A friend of mine called me, hey, I'm sure, and I'm like, okay. The next day I couldn't move. I'm like, I'm not doing this, man. And then the other thing that, you might be able to do a linesman and a center, and you can be, last, but 4 games is just, especially if you have, teams that are playing at the fast pace, going down the linesman, it's like too much.
This game has been pretty methodical so far. Both teams still trying to settle into their plans for the match. Looks like there will be a foul called there on CAC. But so far, they've looked pretty even on paper. The styles seem pretty similar between these two teams. Not scared to slow down the tempo a little bit as you get another look here at the foul. Looks like there might have been a little push off with that right arm.
Episcopal moving the ball. Another foul there. You know what I like about the center referee so far? Then, he haven't shown cards. And I'm not saying that it's okay to let the game be physical, but I like when referees, make a foul and then they go and gonna have conversation with the player. Hey, just rather than going and right away showing that card. Especially in games like this, because you in this rule of if someone gets a card, you gotta. I never liked the rule. There might be some logic behind it, but I like when the referee goes and talk with the player rather than showing the card. I noticed that you have a Guachita hat.
Yes.
It's a good hat there.
Thank you.
I like how they, when they use the colors, how they make it look so sharp that it goes, the blackish and my son has a couple hats that I'm like, it's pretty cool. Just the colors.
Mm-hmm. Washita's had some really cool variations that they've done with hats, especially this one right here, but also I've got another one at home it's an anthracite, so sort of a gray color, but it's multiple tones, and it has the tiger. Almost looks like it's popping up out of the gray on top. It's one of the first hats that I got there while I was at the college, but with a unique color scheme like that, or with a fun color scheme like Washita has, you can do a lot with it. You've got the more traditional, the purples, the golds, the whites, but you've also got these really cool shades of black and gray that you can implement into them too. And they've made some really unique branding, but I mean, look at some of the branding that we've seen for some of these schools today. Episcopal and CAC both have very distinct branding for their university, especially that Episcopal green. I feel like you can spot those jerseys from about a mile away, but again, establishing that identity for these schools, not every school, is going to take a bunch of care into developing a clear identity that their fan base can relate with and that the public can relate to as a whole, the local public. But a lot of schools in Arkansas, they take great care in doing that, and that effort is not lost on the fans. It's not lost on us as we get to see all these different teams playing each other. It's part of what makes these teams unique and part of what makes weekends like this so fun, getting to see all the different designs, the color schemes and the kits, everything. It contributes to what makes the soccer state finals so much fun for us in the booth and for everybody in attendance at Estes Stadium.
"15 minutes in the half, 0-0 in the 2024 Centennial Bank State Finals on the NFHS network between Episcopal and Central Arkansas Christian. Throwing. Caroline Davis on the last touch, moving the ball around is Haiti Sanders. Sanders on the go, and now opportunity for Episcopal. Goal! Goal! Lauren Hamiston with the 1-0 for Episcopal.
We'll see if we can get another look at this here. Carlos Humiston able to create some separation. You don't see it right there, but able to create the separation, find that back right post. We'll see if we can go back one more time and just see the move that she made to get open. Finds a way to evade the defender, get around, and whenever you get into a spot like that with the advantage, great pass to her, and then from there, you don't want to say it was a walk in the park because it wasn't. That's not the easiest shot to hit going across. But she executed it very well, and the Wildcats draw first blood here in our final, state final of the year. Carlos, it's been a reversal of fates from yesterday. Teams that scored first yesterday were 4-0 in our Centennial Bank Soccer State Finals. Today, they are 1-2. And both of those teams ended up going on to lose by multiple goals. So we will see if this bodes well for Episcopal or not.
And remind me, Episcopal was on the finals last year?
They were in the finals. They won the finals last year.
And and I don't know if you have this info. Do you recall who they were in the finals with?
I do not remember off the top of my head.
I'm just amazed by the size of the roster on the field. I think I counted close to 30 players for Episcopal. Start getting physical, especially on the 50-50 balls. Looks like the weather is cooling off.
Which is nice to see, because originally it looked like it was going to heat up as the day went along. We were expected to have our warmest temperatures of the day, and, well, according to our forecast here, we do right now. According to the forecast right now that I have up here, the humidity is making it feel as if it's 88 degrees right now. It's 84 degrees. Might just feel cooler to us up here in the booth.
Yeah.
I'd imagine we'll still see a water break here within the next couple of minutes. Hydration is key in big games like this, and it's been nice to see the officials stop time, just allow everybody to catch their breath. And I'm sure the teams have appreciated a chance to go over the game plan again, recuperate, and then go back out for the next half of the half that they are currently playing.
Lainey Marsh on the last touch, moving the ball is number 5. Caroline Brownlee on the last touch. Now the ball comes back, and it's going to be a foul. It's going to be a free kick for CAC with 21 to play in the half. Up 1, scored by Lauren Haminston for Episcopal. And remind me of the mascot for Episcopal.
They're the Wildcats.
And central is the Mustangs?
Yes. You know, I said only in Arkansas could you say, yesterday it was a panther having a conversation with a sand lizard in a bear's den. You only get that at the Weekend of Champions. Well, today it's a bunch of Wildcats facing off against some Mustangs. Same place, though. We're still in the Bears' Den here at Estes Stadium.
Good run by number 10, Lane Marsh. Denying the opportunity, I believe, was number 13, Austin Ward.
Looks like everybody lost direction of the ball as it popped up there for a brief moment. But it will be Episcopal here on the throw-in. Officials are going to go ahead and let them play for at least a moment longer. We'll see. With it being around the 20-minute mark, if they'll go ahead and call water break right here. But nope, we'll play on. Officially into the back 20 minutes of this first half.
Ball to the cross. An opportunity for Episcopal. Goalkeeper came and got on the way there too. Yep, I think they're going to get a water break. We'll take one as well.
several half bottles of water. Try to waste several half bottles. Once I get warm, I don't want it. Quarter of the way.
Coming back from the water break, we are 19 minutes to be played in the half as Episcopal is up 1-0.
Looks like we've got an Episcopal Wildcats flag now in the student section being waved around on the front row. Wildcats have had plenty to cheer about early on in this contest. Will they have another right here? I think we're about to see a corner kick here for the girls in green and white. This could be a great opportunity for Episcopal to try and double its lead early in this contest.
Corner kick. Inside the box. Still inbound. Keeper catches it, not a problem. Pushing up the defense. Top of the box. And remember last year when a goalie got cut because he didn't realize where the gray lane was there? I was thinking that the goalie just now, Carly Roster, was about to get out of the box.
It is really tough to tell. We were having a conversation earlier about with the purple and gray surface.
Now, does UCA soccer team plays here as well?
I think they have a separate field that they play on.
So maybe that's the reason that the field is not marked permanent with a stronger color. Because even white, I don't think will. I want to go with yellowish maybe. But if they don't use this facility for their home games, because they're in the season as same time the football is.
They are, and that's kind of where you have to find that balance of timing. And as far as I know, there is a facility dedicated specifically to soccer here on campus.
I think I seen it. It's grass, I think.
The name's escaping me right now.
Throwing for Episcopal. Do it right away, connecting with Marsh. Protecting the ball is number 18 on the jersey, Addison. Looks like the ball is gonna go for Episcopal.
So there you go. Track and soccer share a complex. The Bill Stevens complex, to be specific.
Throwing for CSC. It's a foul there.
We've seen quite a few future UCA Bears here in the Weekend of Champions in the 2024 Centennial Bank Soccer State Finals. A couple of players from Russellville immediately coming to mind, along with Akpanudo, the star.
An opportunity for CAC. Might be a corner kick there. That was almost got a break there. I believe that was number 5 on the last touch. Corner kick. CSC has it. See if they can get a shot on goal. Rather they cross. Top of the box. Shot blocked by the defense. And now, let's see if they keep it inbound. Looks like he's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be Central Arkansas Christian with the throw-in. Looks like the referee didn't.
Got a ball that rolled onto the playing surface. Now we should be good to go. It's been cleared out of the way.
Sanders on the last touch. Kate. Good ball. See if they challenge toward the goal.
It's going to be corner kick.
14 to play in the half. Episcopal up 1-0. CAC trying to knock the door. See if the door can be open to get the equalizer in.
It's been locked shut up to this point. Let's see if they can find the key.
I like it. Keep it inside. Closing the gap was number 2, Addison Brighton. "13 minutes to play in the 2024 Centennial Bank State Finals on the NFHS network. It's Episcopal leading 1-0, goal scored by Lauren Haminston. Top of the 15th. Got invited again to play in the media game up in Sporting KC. I think that's sometime in June, I think. It's a fun game. I think we get to play like 12, 15 minutes in front of the full crowd.
Great experience in front of a great environment too.
They give us free gear. They put your name on it. Give you a bag.
It doesn't get much better than that.
Get a good meal there. You get to do what you love to do, in this case playing soccer. And you know what I like about it is that if you never play the game, but if you get invited, just go and enjoy. Have a couple friends that start doing it, it's like, oh, this is not bad. It's just, have fun. To play. Episcopal creating chances. Miscommunication between two players there. Appreciate the ball boys too. They are running down the field. I cannot tell from here, but it looks like they're from a Rising Soccer Club maybe. Episcopal sending the ball back, top of the box. Coming back to Maggie Ransdell. Episcopal has it. CSC. Lay foul there. Episcopal carrying the ball. Getting inside of the 18. The ball away. Don't want any complications there. Substitution coming in for Episcopal, number 29 on the jersey, Sophie Ibo. In number 16, Julia Kraunski. Gonna go for a long ball.
We hear about breaking ankles all the time in basketball. Just saw it on the soccer pitch.
Episcopal with an opportunity for the second. Goalkeeper comes out. Yes, they did that a while ago there. I'm breaking some ankles there.
It's going to be enough to earn some cheers for the Wildcat fans in attendance. Now I believe they're going to say it was, they said it was a handball? Just deflected up in the air. Not sure. It's going to be a kick anyways for CAC.
To everybody involved in the broadcast in the last 48 hours here for soccer, appreciate the job well done to bring you all the highlights. 8 games. Substitution for CSC number 17 coming in. Abby
Twitty.
Next week, a lot of tryouts are going to be happening for club soccer, as every team is trying to provide opportunities and new players moving in, new players moving out. Coaches refilling rosters. I'm sure some of these players that we saw this weekend are some capacity playing club soccer somewhere, I hope. Episcopal in the final third. Let's see if they can cross the ball. That was number 6, Lauren, on the attempt.
She scored the only goal of the game thus far, and that time looked like she was trying to angle it away, but when you're running like that, it's hard to angle your foot just right as you're moving forward. Just a really tough play there, couldn't quite get the right spin on it. But Carlos, with the goal from Episcopal, that makes it official. We had no match this entire set of finals that had no goal scored. The only shutout half, I believe, that we've had throughout the entire 2024 Centennial Bank Soccer State Finals was the second half of our opening game today between Conway and Catholic. And even then, it was very close to not being that way on a handful of occasions. Just some fantastic defense on display in that final.
Like it's going to be a free kick, maybe a card. They are raising their case with the referee about the card shown. You can see here on the replay as the ball travels.
I'm wondering, was it something that was said after the foul occurred that led to the card?
Maybe. Okay. Shot on goal. Good hands by the goalie there with a big save. Carly Roster.
Roster has done a really solid job here in the first half, facing off against an aggressive Episcopal squad. Without a doubt, it would have been 2-0 had she not made that play right there, but that was not an easy play to make, Carlos, on the run.
An opportunity for Episcopal. Long ball. 2v1. She can keep it alive. Defense right there making the effort. Throwing in charge of it. Brandley. Lauren cuts inside, shot on goal. Again into the hands of the goalie.
I also want to give a shout out to my cousins that are playing just across the way right now in the 2A boys baseball state final.
How's that
They're
game
here with
going?
the Ouachita Warriors. Ouachita currently leading Woodlawn 1-0, although things are interesting. 2 strikes, bottom of the 4th, bases loaded, and 2 outs. So that game could change on any given pitch. But you're talking about seniors that were graduating that are here at the Weekend of Champions. My cousin Easton just graduated from Ouachita High School this past week, and he is playing in that finals game right now.
It's great. We wish him the best.
There you go, getting a look at the game right here.
There you go, man.
Just to show you how close we are in between stadiums here.
Yeah, that's a great shot.
That's a great shot right there.
I'm telling you,
and to go all the way around the building too.
You cannot ask for a better production crew here. You know, they deserve a mixed fajita of steak, chicken, and shrimp. Just to give you that shot right there, brother.
There you go. That's high praise right there. But well deserved. Well deserved.
Corner kick with less than 3 minutes to play in the half in the 2024 Centennial Bank State Finals on the NFHS Network. Number 11, Haiti Sanders, with the corner kick. Defense is going to head it out. Looks like this referee is going to stop the clock. Something on the shoe there. I wonder what's on the shoe.
I'm wondering if it's not the shoe, but rather if she may have gotten cut open on her leg. You know, if you get cut open in a match, sometimes you got to step out, especially if you're bleeding. You got to step out for a second just to stop the bleeding, make sure everything's good.
I remember a similar incident. It was Fayetteville versus the Mountaineers during a game of the regular season, and I think somebody, you know, when you slide on the turf, sometimes you get a rash or whatever. But you know, it appeared that it was blood on the short, right? And the referee sent the player out to change shorts, and there are no extra shorts. And they were playing with 10, and I'm like, are you guys gonna make a salve or what? So anyway, I just told one player on the bench, because it's the school that my son plays, and I said, hey, look, just change shorts. Just give your shorts to the player who needs it, because they were playing short there. But and that's you got it. I always when I go play with my kids, I coach a 2011 team, and they're kids. They're gonna forget the uniforms. They're gonna forget, And usually I always carry extra pair of shin guards, extra pair of short or shirts or jerseys. And every time, I'm glad that I do it, because it's somebody either leave the bag on the car. They only come with the uniform. You gotta be prepared. So yeah, she went back in. Oh, you're right. Corner kick. Long ball in the box. 55 seconds.
Don't know if there's enough time for Episcopal to mount a full-on counterattack, but they may just try to prove us wrong.
CAC moving the ball. Connecting with number 19, Abby. Episcopal back in the final third. They're gonna go at it. Uh-oh. Ten seconds to play, and with that, looks like we're gonna go into the break. You're watching the 2024 Centennial Bank State Finals on the NFHS Network, and Episcopal leading 1-0, goal scored by Larry Hamiston, top of the 15. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the 2024 Centennial Bank State Finals on the NFHS Network. At the break, Chase, Episcopal up 1-0.
And for CAC, it's nice to get the ball to open up the half. We are already underway with the whistle from the official in the middle. But for CAC, you got to find a way to create more opportunities for yourself and also try to limit the opportunities for Episcopal. Episcopal has been successfully controlling the ball for most of this contest. CAC has had their fair share of runs, but you got to limit opportunities like these. Lucky for them, it was an offside.
Player was in offside position already, but from that, what you're seeing is Episcopal is like, you know what, it's second half, let's take care of business and let's call the day.
Just 39 minutes separating them from back-to-back state championships. CAC wanting their first title in a little while. But again, they're no strangers. They've got 8 in their trophy case at home back in North Little Rock. Would absolutely love to add a 9th. But they've got some work to do if that's what their goal is.
Moving the ball around number 6 on the jersey for CSC, Kate Taxhorn. Throwing Episcopal puts the ball in play right away. And now with the head number 11, Haiti Sanders. Bringing the ball back to Moore. Throwing for Episcopal. Congratulations to the Green Forest Tigers who win per coach Fernando Fuentes with undefeated season. Perfect season for them then.
That is a season that Green Forest is going to remember forever. It's not very often that you get to finish off a perfect season. That might be the only perfect season we've seen capped off at the Weekend of Champions, because even the best teams that we've seen here have had 1 or 2 losses, whether that be in conference, non-conference. It also speaks to the grit of these teams that have made it here to Conway, because many of them have faced adversity. They have faced loss at points in the season. They've had to grow from those experiences and find a way to battle back to the top. That's exactly what they've done. Every team has earned the right to play here in the 2024 Centennial Bank State Soccer Finals. But again, only one team can walk away the victor. There have been games where it felt like you wish you could give it to both, but ultimately it's the performance on the pitch that is going to determine your state champion from state runner-up. Both of those slots will be filled for the 3A girls division by the time this matchup is done. But it's up to the players to decide which order that goes.
Adding more on the last touch, going at each other. It's going to be a free kick. Number 6 on the jersey, Kate, taking it. As CSC is trying to find a way to put one in the net to bring them back into the mix. Episcopal clearing the ball. And now let's see if they can utilize the speed on the right side. She's going to push that ball forward. Defense is going to have to close it up. Going to kick the ball away, and it's going to be a throw-in for Episcopal. Switching the ball. CSC is going to have to find a way to get an equalizer, I hope, before the 20-minute mark.
That would be ideal. Doesn't have to happen that way, though. We've
Right.
seen teams take it down to the last 10 minutes. Dardanelle, we're looking at you from yesterday's for a boys state final.
Good turn with the ball. Going into the space. This is a good ball, an opportunity for CAC. Defense gets on the way.
And Carlos, just to give you an idea of how well that CAC is doing on defense in this match, thus far in the playoffs, the fewest amount of goals scored by the Wildcats is 4, and that was in the semifinals against Cave City. Before that, they scored 7 against Decatur and 13 against Mountain View in the opening round of the playoffs.
Shot on goal. She's disappointed on herself for getting the ball where she wanted it. Piper Clements on the last touch.
Something else to note, too, this is a rubber match between these two teams in their season series. They've already played each other before. The first meeting won by Episcopal by a score of 2-0. And then it was a 2-1 Mustang victory the last time these two teams met on April 22nd. It's worth noting that each team won their home matchup. This is the true equalizer, neutral site territory, a few minutes north of Little Rock up here in Conway. Also, you got the added bonus of bringing home a state championship trophy if you win your season series. That doesn't sound like a bad deal by any stretch of the imagination.
No at all. No at all.
For CAC, it's been a lot more about the defense. It hasn't been the overwhelming offensive numbers that have gotten them to this point. They defeated Green Forest in the semifinals by a score of 1-0.
Close game.
Very close. And then a couple of wins in the first 2 rounds, 3-0 twin victories for the Mustangs to get them to that semifinal game against the Tigers. We had a chance to see 2 victories today for Green Forest in the soccer state championships, or at least 2 teams play for a championship. But CAC denying that opportunity and getting the chance to play for the 3A and girls and boys championships in their own right.
Late foul there. Referee didn't even see it. Episcopal with a good ball inside the box. An opportunity for the second one. Goal! Goal! Goal number 6 on the jersey for Episcopal puts the 2-0.
Just a great setup right there. A textbook shot straight in front of the goal. Again, it's the footwork. The footwork of this Episcopal team. You can tell that they have been running drills in the offseason and early on. Again, it's Humiston coming up with her 2nd goal of the match. And Carlos, as that last goal was scored, I saw a CAC baseball player that has stopped over. He started walking out as soon as he saw that goal scored. You hope that that's not an indication of where the Mustangs' mindset is at right now, but it's been a frustrating day for CAC. Yes, they've had 3 state championship matches or games across softball, baseball, and soccer.
Let's see if we can take another look at the running out of words here. Let's see if we can take a look another time to the second goal of Lauren. You can see here, the ball is coming, and that through ball behind the defense. They didn't see how she got in, and nice and easy with the left foot send the ball for the 2-0.
Well, she almost had a chance again right here, looking for the hat trick now. You have to think if she gets to that hat trick, she is going to be a leading candidate for MVP if she isn't already.
And we were talking about Central Arkansas Christian hoping to find a way to put one in the net before the halftime, and it's Episcopal who finds that way to do it.
And again, the trend's not on CAC's side at the moment. Teams are undefeated when going up by 2 goals. If I'm remembering correctly, the record is now up to 5-0 for teams who have led by 2 or more goals in a soccer state championship this weekend.
Episcopal once more. It's a 1v1 right there, 50-50. Sanders on the last touch. Lauren is waiting for some support. Shot on goal. Unlucky there on the goalie, number 11. Haiti Sanders puts it 3-0, and that's unfortunate for the goalie.
What a great play there for Episcopal's captain. Again, you always fire the shot on goal. You never know what's going to happen. This time, just a mistake. Still a very good shot, though, to put it in a spot to where that mistake could be created. You see her looking for an opening, finds it, just tries to split the difference up the middle that time, and although the goalkeeper was there, it eludes her grasp, and you could tell reaching straight up for her head. After that one, she knew that she had messed up in that situation, but also credit where credit is due to Heidi Sanders, making a great play to make this a 3-goal lead now.
And that's why, not to blame it on the goalie at all, but sometimes that's what you gotta go the basics. That's why if you're a goalie, you gotta bring your body and protect that ball as you coming down with your hands, and lower that supporting part of the leg in case if that ball goes in the, if your hands are not too low, then you gotta be able to block it from your lower leg.
Well, Episcopal right now in the driver's seat on their way to back-to-back state championships. And on the flip side of things, CAC might be the unluckiest school right now in Arkansas when it comes to these state title games. 3 chances today to bring home a crown, and it looks like they may go empty-handed.
It's not over until it's over.
That is the truth. And you talk about the 3-0 effect. We'll see. It could be firmly in effect here, although it doesn't seem like Episcopal has any plans of slowing things down here despite the lead. You never want to take your foot off the gas pedal. It seems like the Wildcats know that. We'll see if they add on even more insurance before this match is done.
Episcopal moving the ball via number 11, Sanders. Chasing the ball. It's captain. She wants more too. Top of the box. Closes the defense. Episcopal again with top of the box. An opportunity. Cut inside. Looking for that support in the middle. An opportunity for a shot, number 13. There is a handball in the box. Referee says not a problem. Episcopal has it. 27 to play in the game. Good job by the defense there via number 4, Maggie. Long ball into the space. Goalkeeper comes up, protects the ball. Good job there by goalkeeper Marilyn Shorley.
And Shirley has a chance to record the first shutout on the girls' side of the 2024 Soccer State Finals here on the NFHS Network. We've only seen one shutout total up to this point in the weekend. That was, again, our opener today when Conway had a 1-0 shutout victory over the Catholic High Rockets. That was one of those interesting matches, Carlos, because it wasn't that Catholic didn't have the opportunities. They actually controlled the ball for most of the match. It was just that Conway found a way to make the most of theirs on limited opportunities.
Episcopal getting behind the net. Looks like might be a corner kick there. Got some soccer goals in the backyard of my house that I used to, to train my son. So I got a new nets coming in. As I mentioned, that he's gonna start with me the training for his next stage for college. Got to do everything I can to help him to get ready.
College soccer, it's no joke. There's some great talent.
Episcopal once more, an opportunity for the 4 goal. Great job by goalkeeper there, securing it. Goalkeeper Carly.
Carlos, I did just get an update from across the way. Ouachita has taken the lead again against Woodlawn. It is 2-1. Warriors in the top of the 6th inning.
3 more.
That's all you need. But, well, actually, they need 6 more because they're in the top half of the inning right now. So they've got to record 6 more outs.
No, I was saying 3 more innings.
3 more innings. Oh, they only play 7.
Also,
Here.
1 more then.
Yeah, they've only got that one last inning.
Episcopal on the go. Trying to put this one away. They're going to keep the ball alive. 50-50 ball. Player down. Let's see if the referee stops the clock or the game. Going to check on the player.
They haven't made the move to stop the clock yet. She's going to get up and go ahead and continue action. The official probably not wanting to stop the clock unless absolutely necessary. We'll take another look here at this collision. And, ooh, there you see it right there, taking a shot right to the side. That'll knock the breath out of you for sure, especially when you take a shot right there. But you also worry about the tumble after the fact. You don't want to land on something and either sprain it or break it. Looks like the Mustang will be good to go, though.
Getting close to the 20-minute mark. Let's see if the referee gives another water break or he's going to let it ride. Crossing the ball. Chasing is number 13 for Episcopal. Caroline Davis. CAC looks tired from here. See a few players with hands on the waist, hands on the knees. That's one of the things, when you get into the final stage of the high school season, you get a little bit of the summer heat.
And especially here in Arkansas, this part of the state too, with the humidity, that becomes a factor as well. These athletes are experiencing that firsthand today. Temperature right now hovering around 85 degrees. The humidity is adding a few more on top of that. And that's not even to mention what the players are feeling from the turf. So right now, very close.
Shot on goal, beautiful shot there, a little lower, and that could have been a great goal.
Very similar to the one we saw in our last matchup, the 1 goal for CAC's boys.
Goal kick for Central Arkansas Christian. with 21 to play in the game. It's 3-0. Goals scored twice by Lauren Haminston and Haiti Sanders. 2-1. Episcopal working on the right side. Lay foul there. I don't think the referee is gonna call it back. I don't think CSC has crossed the ball to the 50 in the last few minutes.
It's been a struggle to get it out of their own defensive third, and how about the footwork there? Taking it away, setting up an opportunity at the top of the box.
Not offside position, an opportunity to put one more, and there they have it. Goal! 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 Laney March for the 4-0 chase.
Well, there you see just a little tapper up inside the box, sets up for a great look on the right side. Capitalizes for the fourth goal. Laney Marsh with the score, but how about Heidi Sanders with the assist? The captain providing for her teammate, and you know that might help her MVP case as well heading into these final few minutes, but the teams are taking a water break, Carlos.
And let's take another look. I think the defense thought that she was in offside position. They kind of stopped a little bit, and it was too late to react. Let's take a look here as the ball is played. You know, it goes over, and so you see where she is, but there is another player right here, and then the late reaction, and even she took a little step there to, you know, finish. But that was a great 41. Yeah, let's take a water break too, right?
Sounds good to me. Last water break of the 2024 Centennial Bank Soccer State Finals, live here on the NFHS Network.
Is it still long numbers? Because we're ready to go. 8 games. In about 20 hours. Four.
"19 minutes to play in the game, and it's 4-0 Episcopal. But still, plenty of time to find a way to score one and then build from there if I was Central Arkansas Christian.
Oh, without a doubt, Central Arkansas Christian, although you're running out of time here and the odds are slim of a comeback, they're still not zero. Your odds are not zero until that clock reads all zeros.
Yep.
You've got to find a way to minimize the damage that's been done, and it starts with one step. We'll see if the Mustangs can take that first step right here. Although Episcopal, on your side of things, do you stay aggressive or do you start to play a little bit of keep away, trying to milk this clock?
Shot on goal. Keeper picks it up.
Another update from across the street. Ouachita retires the side on a great play at first base, and they are heading to the 7th inning. Ouachita 2, Oaklawn 1, heading into the 7th inning of the 2A Boys Baseball Championships. There's been a lot of great games here in Conway this weekend, not even just here, but around the campus of UCA. There are a lot of games that we're going to remember for a long time, and certainly these student athletes, their friends, their family are going to remember for a long time. And even in the games where it seems like the result has been a little bit lopsided, there have been historic things that we saw. I think back to the Russellville game. Jet Bull with 4 goals in 13 minutes. That's something we might never see again in our time with the Soccer State Championships. And, on top of that, Green Forest, they may have pulled away with the win in our last matchup, but to finish off a perfect season, that's something that's special that we'll take away from today. And you could go down the list with something special like that for every single match that we've done. Akpanudo in a fantastic Harding Academy senior class, finishing up their career with a 4th straight state championship. Conway completes the three-peat with a fantastic defensive effort, arguably the best we've seen at the 2024 Centennial Bank Soccer State Finals. Yesterday, instant classic between Clarksville and Dardanelle. It comes down to 11 PKs per team, and finally finding a way to win. Pulaski Academy and Siloam Springs. Looked like Siloam Springs might mount a comeback. Pulaski Academy able to hold on. Already mentioned the Russellville matchup, but even starting out our match with Bentonville, completing the three-peat in their own right. Facing off against a Rogers team, made a little bit of a comeback, made things interesting. A 1-goal match heading into the break 3-2, and then you went from an offensive outpouring to a low-scoring defensive battle in the second half. Only 1 goal scored by the Tigers. Again, just so many moments that have been offered up to us as part of the Weekend of Champions, and specifically these 2024 Centennial Bank Soccer State Finals on the NFHS Network.
And including this last match, how many total games we have done together?
We've done 27 together now over the last 4 years.
That's crazy.
The only exception was yesterday, and you had a good reason not to be here in the booth with Carlito completing his high school graduation.
That's crazy.
Felicidades a él.
Yes. That's crazy. Corner kick for Episcopal. Crossing the ball to the hands of the goalkeeper. Gonna punt. Number 15 for CAC haven't been able to get that mode of action. The forward for CSC. Episcopal getting into the final third. Looking to increase the scoreboard. Throwing. But what a great season if you make it this far. I know that, you know, every team wants it to take the championship, but, you know, if you are the team that comes short, you know, still is a great season for your kids, hoping that they mature and grow as they play, whether it's soccer or baseball or softball, or any sport for that matter.
Well, and no matter if you win or lose, the experience that you get from playing in the postseason, regardless if you even make it to Conway, but especially if you make it this far and get to play in this many matches, that experience is going to be invaluable. The life lessons that you learn from making it this far are invaluable. And even though you want to bring home that trophy with the gold medallion, even if you end up falling short, you still get to take home a trophy with a silver medallion on top, stating that you were one of the top 2 teams in your state for a given season, and that in itself is an achievement. For CAC, it looks like the hunt for state championship number 9 is going to have to continue, but for Episcopal, it didn't take them long. They had to wait quite a while for state championship number 1. They had to wait 1 year to get the second one. And really, if you want to count the seasons, there was no waiting time in between this back-to-back reign that the Wildcats will now be on. But again, Carlos, when you get in a situation like that, if you want to start building up your program even further, these state championships are great, but you've got to find a way to keep growing, keep getting new talent into the system, help them become better players and get acclimated with their teammates. Allow the players who are upperclassmen or veterans on your team to make those connections with the younger players. And you're trying to establish that success all in hopes of getting back to the Weekend of Champions.
I like how Lena Heinsen, number 3 for Episcopal, got up on a late foul there. She got a hit late, right away up. Getting close to the 10-minute mark here. And Episcopal looks like they're going to take this one away if the score remains as it is.
Well, CAC, you've run out of time. You're hoping to mount a comeback, but there's still a chance here. If Humiston wants a hat trick.
Top of the box. Unlucky on that ball, didn't go through. I wonder how many players on Episcopal on that long roster got to play today. Or if there are a lot of the JVs that made the trip just for the experience too, it's a great experience. Just being part of the celebration of winning the state title.
Well, and that's part of the beauty of it too, is that even if you didn't appear in this match, you trained hard for this moment just like the starters did. And a lot of times, you were the ones that challenged the starters to be their absolute best in those practices. So these players also very deserving of hoisting that state championship trophy. Also, if you're a younger player that hasn't gotten a ton of varsity experience yet, you learn what the atmosphere is like. You pick it up from your teammates. You get to see them do it in action so that you can step up into that leadership role when it's your time. So whenever the Weekend of Champions returns here to Conway next year, some of these underclassmen, they're going to have the opportunity to step up based off of the example that they witnessed and saw as a part of this championship run. And that goes for both teams as well.
An opportunity for Episcopal there to get something going, but the defense for CAC gets on the way. And now ball deep into the space. Good job there by the defense. Might be a goal kick for CSE. Substitution coming in for Episcopal. Caroline Bradley taking a break is number 23. Eloise Moore. Ball in play. Episcopal don't losing any or wasting any time. An opportunity for another one. Defense steps in and send the ball to the corner kick.
Even security getting in on the fun here. Security guard picking up a ball off the bounce. It's truly a team effort here, Weekend of Champions.
You got it. Corner kick with 8 to play in the game. Ball in the box, an opportunity. And you got the 5th goal right there.
Pretty sure that's a hat trick as well.
Yep. And, you know, securing that MVP candidate.
Well, what a match it has been for the team captain, Lauren Huston. Forward, stepping up, making a fantastic play here. This is her first goal since very early in this half. Now with under 10 minutes to go, her team is on the cusp of yet another state championship, go back-to-back. And here's the scary thing. If you're the rest of the 3A classification, she's just a junior. She'll be back next year.
You better get used to it.
That's how a lot of teams probably felt about Akpanudo at Harding Academy after all her amazing performances in the state championship.
Was Episcopal too much for CAC?
Looking at the scoreboard, you would think so, but CAC, I don't think that the scoreboard is necessarily a fair indication of how much they fought today, because looking at the first half especially, these two teams were neck and neck. Really, through those first 40 minutes, you could make an argument that it was going to go either way. It looked like CAC might have a chance to get back in. You said, Carlos, that it was going to need to be a goal in that first 20 minutes to really feel good about yourselves. So instead, Episcopal goes out and gets 2 goals in that span. And I think that that's really what was the difference in this one. Whenever CAC needed the momentum boost, the Wildcats stepped in and made a big play of their own, and they just kept building and building on that lead. But again, I don't think that this score is reflective of how good of a team CAC is. To get to this point is a battle. They battled all the way through the playoffs. They played some gritty, low-scoring contests. Had a tough road to get all the way here, beat a very good Green Forest team just to get the opportunity to play in Conway.
Madison Allred and Emily Adams about to come in for CAC. And number 23, Ellis Moore, as Episcopal wants to score one more goal. See if they can accomplish that. Ball goes back to the top of the 18. Chasing the ball, that's Episcopal. Good turn there.
Also just got an update from across the way. As we crown a champion here in a few moments, they are already crowning a champion over at the baseball field. Washita defeats Woodlawn by a score of 2-1.
It's good.
So it looks like we're going to have a state champion at the next Whitley family reunion. We could show off the ring. Actually, a few.
It's great.
But great for Easton to go out with a state championship ring, and all of his friends and family getting to be there for that moment. Some of them on the diamond with him. Great day for a program. If I'm remembering correctly, I believe that is the first time that they have won the state championship of baseball at Washita.
Good ball there. Will be a corner kick with 5 to play in the game. It's 5-0. Episcopal. Central Arkansas Christian still want to put one on the net. Not sure why we... Oh, I couldn't tell. Stopping the clock, looks like goalie coming. We don't know who that one might be. We don't have a number.
And a celebratory moment.
Nice goal there. I think it was an own goal there for the 6-0 on the free kick made by number 11, Haiti Sanders. Let's look at the replay. I think it was an own goal.
Let's take another look.
Here he comes. Defense tried to clear it, but instead goes on the other. Number 18 for CSC. Addison unlucky on her. It happens. I think that was number 11 who took the corner kick.
And all the while, we actually had a substitution at the goalkeeping position because it looked like the starting goalkeeper for the Wildcats, that is Madeline Shirley, she checked out for the final time in her high school career. A senior that got to record a shutout in her final match, the first that we have seen in the girls' soccer state finals here at Estes Stadium this weekend. Still a little bit of time for CAC to try and pin one up on the scoreboard. But at this point, it looks like the state championship trophy is headed back to Episcopal High School for the second straight year.
Chase, I said before, it's been a great honor to be here on another weekend of champions and get to see a lot of talent in Arkansas. To our broadcasting team, thank you so much for providing with the production piece of it, highlights for you at home or watching around the world to enjoy this game. Final thoughts on the weekend, final thoughts on this game.
Well, for Episcopal, just tip your cap to the Wildcats here. A fantastic season, an exclamation point with what looks to be a shutout victory, although let's see here from CAC. That's a long ball. Oh, almost broke up the shutout right there. That's why you got to be careful. You don't want that announcer's jinx to come into play. But there you go. Talk about younger players getting experience. There you go right there. Great play by the backup goalkeeper, but amazing effort by Episcopal. CAC, the score is not reflective of the talent of this team. They will be back in this situation before there's a reason they are 8-time state champions. Looking forward to seeing what they do next, but for now, it's all about the Wildcats for the second straight year. Episcopal has claimed the 3A Girls State Championship.
With that, we leave you with the celebration. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. And until the next time, it's not a goodbye. It's a so long, everybody. You were watching the 2024 Centennial Bank State Finals on the NFHS Network.
Fans, please direct your attention to midfield where Joe Nolan from Farm Bureau Insurance will present the awards for the Class 3A Girls Soccer Championship. Your runner-up for the 2024 Class 3A Girls Soccer Championship, the Central Arkansas Christian Mustangs. Winning for 2024 3A Girls Soccer Champions are the Episcopal Collegiate Wildcats. And your 3A MVP is number 11, Heidi Sanders.
Got it. Good stuff, guys.
Thank you guys so much.